Art and Architecture in Ancient India, presented by Creative Learning. Architecture in India reached great heights under various rulers in the past who built these forts, temples, etc., and which are even the part where you are surviving today. It is a form of our rich heritage, important sources of our history. We are going to begin with a new chapter, Art and Architecture in Ancient India, by Creative Learning, presented by Creative Learning. It is a part from our history syllabus. So here in this slide we knew about this architecture which was famous in ancient India, which is famous in modern India, and which is going to be famous in upcoming future India. It is one of our important sources of history. It helps reconstructing our history. It is a part of our rich heritage, which are even surviving today. Here we see one beautiful picture of architecture built in ancient India. Now coming to stupas. A stupa is a dome-shaped structure made of carved stone slabs. It contains relics or the ancient remains of Buddhas and the respected monks. These relics include remains like teeth, bones, hair or ashes, the things that they has used in their lifetime. They were placed in the sealed basket or the box, and over that a dome-like structure was built for the security of those relics, ancient remains. There are some great stupas where it is taught or spoken about, like the Sanchi Stupa, the great Sanchi Stupa built by Ashoka, and the Dhamik Stupa at Sarnath, and the Amravati Stupa in Andhra Pradesh speak about the great volume of craftsmanship in our ancient India. The Dhamik Stupa was built in approximately 500 CE. It is a huge cylindrically shaped stupa. So here we have known about the three main stupas which are still famous from our ancient India. Two of them, the Sanchi Stupa and the Dhamik Stupa at Sarnath, were built by the famous ruler, you know the name, Ashoka the Great. Above in the top right there is a picture of the great Sanchi Stupa built by Ashoka. It's just like a dome-shaped area with one entry and sideways. It looks too amazing. Then we are coming to the pillars. The pillars are the tower-like structures which are built by ancient rulers like Ashoka, and they inscribed about their lifetime. They wrote about their lifetime, their achievements, and the other rules and regulations continued in their society or in their dynasty. And due to the inscriptions of historians, our current historians have inscribed, they interpreted those languages, and due to them we are understanding all their works, their lifetime, and we are reading here history. Some of the notable pillars, there are two names of the pillars given. They are the Sarnath pillar of Ashoka and the Rampurva bull capital which was placed over that pillar. It was built by Ashoka. And the another one is the iron pillar which is in Delhi, which was built by the Gupta dynasty. I'm really sorry for this sound. It was just cracking. Yeah, so this was built by the Gupta dynasty near Qutub Minar in Delhi. It is situated in Mehrauli, Delhi, which is made about 1600 years ago in the memory of Gupta King Chandragupta II. So let me tell a bit about this Gupta dynasty to you. It is Chandragupta II is the grandson of he is the grandson of Chandragupta I and the real son of Samudragupta. The pillar is about 7.2 meters in height and it weighs 3 tons. That's a huge weight. Now Now these pillars are examples of the India's achievements in metallurgy. The most amazing, interesting and suspicious fact about this pillar is that though it is made of iron, it is not rusted, it has not decomposed, it has not damaged a bit in this long period of time. That's too interesting, too amazing, too as well as suspicious fact, isn't it? So at the left side we could see that iron pillar in Delhi built by the Guptas. That's the iron pillar situated in Mehrauli, Delhi. It's too long in height, we could see. It looks heavy too, and the color is it's just like a real iron. Above it also shows a pillar. Now moving up to the caves, shelters, chaityas and viharas. These are the shelters which were taken by the Buddhist monks, like other people, sages, who used to live in these houses. Now there are some chaityas we are going to know here, which is the most largest chaitya is the Kale Chaitya in Maharashtra. It has an enormous meeting hall. Okay, and it is the biggest and the largest chaitya found so far. In the bottom right, we could see that Kale Chaitya in Maharashtra. Now, in the previous line, it is told about some chaityas and viharas found in the Ashokan period, which is the Barabar and the Nagarjuni caves near Gaya in Bihar. It is also told about a viharas, where the monks lived and meditated, have been found in Odisha, Udaygiri. The cave complex in Ajanta near Aurangabad. We know Ajanta caves, which is very famous, is situated in Aurangabad, housed both chaityas and viharas. It has both chaityas and viharas. It has been built in 2nd century, but as the monks' population increased, it was again added and made till 7th century AD. It has been elaborately decorated with sculptures, paintings and beautiful decorums. We could see in the left side, top left, there is a picture of vihara, and the bottom right I told picture of chaitya, which is the most biggest, largest chaitya, the Kale Chaitya in Maharashtra. These are the things, this is the point to be noted. You should write down in your copies or any other notebooks which is currently available, so that you do not forget all these main important points, because those are very needed. These are very remarkably points which are going to come in the exams, which had come in the early boards exams too. Now we are moving to the temples. In the previous slide I just talked a bit, so more bits, I'm just sorry for that if you have any problem. So yeah, so where we were in the temples. Okay, we were not in the temples, we were studying about the temples. So we know temples are the most religious, the most holy places which are dedicated to the Hindu gods like goddess Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Ganesha, Rama, Krishna, Vishnu, Shiva, etc. There are hell lot of Buddhist. I'm really sorry. Yeah. So I was just going to say, just the Buddhist term came in my mouth. I was telling that there are hell lot of Hindu gods, Hindu religious in these temples, bounded in these temples. That's why they are dedicated as the most holy places found in India. There are some temples names given, like the Dhiogar near Jhansi and Bitragaon in Kanpur, which in the South India, Pallavas and Chalukyas also built beautiful structural temples, like in the 7th and 8th century AD. The famous temples built by Pallavas are the Shore temples, Rath temples and Kailashnath temple. The Chalukya dynasty's kings also built a number of temples in Badami. Now there are some common features of the temple, which are Garbhagriha, Shikhara and the Mandapa. Garbhagriha is the room where the images of the deity were placed. Shikhara was a large or a long tower built over the Garbhagriha to mark it as a special place. It is usually bounded with red flag or something like that related to that. And another one is Mandapa. It is assembly hall where people gather to pray to the Hindu religious gods. Over in the top right, we could see a temple. It is a temple from the south. Usually, I guess so. It is built by the Pallavas dynasties kings. You know. So this one, too, we know about this area, the temples. Now we are going to move to the Ratha temples. It is the part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Ratha temple is an example of rock cut architecture. Rock cut architecture means what? Does anybody here know? It may be not because you all are new in this chapter. So I am telling you, rock cut architecture means there will be a big rock, there will be a big stone like monolith. The same thing is given in the second line, you may just see it. So that all those cuttings will be made, all those carves will be made in that particular monolith, and after all those carvings, after that carved activity, that will just turn out into a very beautiful shape. Okay, so the 5 monuments were carved out like this in the monolith of granite. Each of the monument resembles a chariot. So in the bottom right, we could see we could see the 3 monuments which were driven by the elephants. It just looks like a chariot of the king, right? Yeah. So that's how we just know about this chariot. The structures are named after the 5 Pandavas and their wife. We know about the 5 Pandavas and their wife Draupadi, right? So the names of those monuments were these 5 Pandavas and the Draupadi. And this is the part of UNESCO World Heritage Site, as I told. Next, we are going to move to the sculptures part. What are the sculptures? Sculptures are basically the statues built or made by the ancient rulers to show their religiousness or their religious feelings, their holy feelings to the people. And those are still an ancient area or still an ancient point of the tourist attraction, as well as it shows or it gives us the history. So, the sculptures of the Buddha and Bodhisattvas were found at Sarnath. They were made by the Gandhara School of Art and the Mathura School of Art. The Gandhara school of art was introduced by Indo-Greeks. They made this Buddha in their Gandhara style by the Greek influence. They made it with grey sandstone and it shows Buddha not wearing any ornaments. The right side picture we see that we know that it comes from the Gandhara school of art because it's made up of grey sandstone. And Buddha is not wearing any of the ornaments here too. Now about the Mathura school of art. It was introduced by the Kushanas. This sculpture shows Buddha's pictures or the Buddha sculptures in red sandstone. It shows that in Indian style, and it shows Buddha is a bit fatter. It is a bit heavier in the size than the Greek influenced sculptures, and as well as he looks much happier. In the south, the Pallavas and the Chalukyas made beautiful sculptures of Hindu gods in the Ratha temples present in Mahabalipuram and the Kailash Das temple present in Kanchipuram. In the South India, there were 2 main dynasties, Pallava and the Chalukya rulers, or the Pallava and Chalukya dynasty. They made beautiful Hindu gods temples, and as we know, Tamil Nadu, all the southern areas are places of very good or the well constructed structured buildings. Then we are moving to the paintings. The paintings are the most magnificent, the most remarkable, beautiful images made by the hand with brushes and different colors. These paintings looked very much realistic because these colors of the paintings were extracted from the vegetables and plants. So here it is said that the Jain cave temples at Sittanavasal in Tamil Nadu also have beautiful paintings on the ceilings and walls. So here we are seeing at the bottom right, I have given one picture, I have kept one picture which shows the colors are very much realistic, and the queens or the princesses that I don't know, they are playing the chess or some kind of game. In the above line, it is given that the paintings in Ajanta caves are the best specimens of ancient art. We know, again I am just telling you, that Ajanta caves is the most famous structures we know situated in Aurangzebad. Ancient Indian art that magnificent murals painted on the walls of Ajanta caves depict scenes of Buddha's life and Jataka tales. So it shows, there are other pictures which shows the pictures or the images of the Buddha's life and the other Jataka tales. So now is the end of this lecture. Thank you for watching this history part, and we have just completed one more chapter from our history, which is the art and architecture of India. I hope this video was understanding to you. Thank you.